Back at the Carrier Dome a week later, less hectic out here. We got a whole floor behind us and a new guest, Mike Waters, Syracuse.com, the Post Standard, longtime beat writer here. Glad to have you on. Bobby Manning with CLNS Media, and we just saw Syracuse get their first win of the year, but a big change coming after this one. Jalen Carey played a few minutes, got taken out in the first half, much like Virginia, and Girard got a ton of run down the end of this one, made 3 steals, some good transition runs. Why do you feel like they're making that change so early?
I think you have to look at a couple things. Jalen Carey has definitely struggled in the exhibition games as well as the 2 regular season games. His shot's not there, and he's not able to get penetration off the ball either. So, especially tonight when Joe Girard entered the game, the offense just seemed to open up a little bit. The guys found some openings. Joe didn't actually score. He finishes with 5 points, but it wasn't his scoring that was the difference. It just seemed like the defense had to pay more attention to him. They had to respect his shot. Buddy Boeheim found a couple openings on the wing. Elijah Hughes did as well, and Barama Sidibe. There was just space for everybody. I think Jim's just hoping to maybe improve on and take advantage of that kind of openness and flow in the offense, and we'll just have to see how it goes. This isn't necessarily a change for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I think this is a change to see if this is something that they can hopefully improve on and just see how Joe does as the point guard. But you know what? Bryson Goodine looked pretty good at the point too.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And the thing is, he brings an energy. The crowd's loving him every time he comes in. They were chanting for him early on. He's from the area, so I assume that's what a lot of the love is for him around here. You know, what do you think that he's going to bring to the position? The defense is good. He made a couple steals out there. It feels like he has a good feel for the zone out there. The alley-oop to Sidibe was fantastic. You know, what do you think he's going to fit in with the starting lineup with Carey coming in?
The defense for me has been the biggest surprise. I knew he was a hustler. I knew he had good instincts, but still, you know, at 6'1" out there, and you just wonder, is he going to be able to cover the ground on the perimeter of the zone necessary? He's been able to do that so far. And what I like about him is he brings a toughness and a moxie.
Yeah.
And the toughness you see at both ends of the court. And the moxie you really see on the offensive end. He plays with a little bit of an edge to him, which is a good thing, especially for a freshman. He's got some confidence. Obviously, we know he can shoot, even though he really hasn't been knocking them down yet in the 2 regular season games, but we all know it's there. We know he can shoot. When that shot starts dropping, you could really see a guy who's a little bit dangerous at the point. And now imagine him out there getting more time as a shooting threat with guys like Buddy Boeheim and Elijah Hughes on either wings, and all of a sudden now you really are the 3-point shooting team you thought you were going to be entering the year.
And on the other side, Jalen Carey sits the whole second half. Virginia, similar struggles, getting blocked inside, not able to get to the rim. Some free throw misses too, just a lot of frustrations from him. Didn't talk after the game, but what do you think's going on that end? Is this just, you've been around Boeheim for a while, you know some guys he has a shorter leash on. What do you think this is? An inspiration move on his part, or he's just not helping them out there?
I think it's part rewarding Joe for his play. He's played well, maybe not great, but he's played well, and he's doing exactly what he's being asked to do, which isn't, you don't have to score 20, just go in and take care of the ball. If you notice tonight, 4 assists and only 1 turnover. The key stat there is the 1 turnover in about 18 or 19 minutes. That's fantastic. You contrast that with Jalen Carey in his basically 5+ minutes, no assists and 2 turnovers. And I think that's roughly what he did against Virginia too. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're Jalen Carey, because you don't have the same outside shot that Joe Girard has. Your strengths are you're extremely athletic, you're explosive, you can be aggressive with the ball, drive into the lane, and create openings for the shooters. He hasn't done that, and especially he hasn't done it without turning the ball over. So I think this is instructional on his end.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't mean he's never going to play again. He's going to get opportunities. He's too good not to. You have to keep your chin up, keep working hard in practice. Jerry McNamara, who coaches the guards, will get his hands on him, and they'll go over probably some of the stuff that they've been going over. Only now, maybe it's a little bit more real. And when Jalen gets his opportunity in games, hopefully if he's got to try to maintain his confidence and his edge. And if he does, go in, run the show, attack when you can, and don't turn the ball over.
Syracuse plays Seattle here on Saturday as they look to go 2-1. We'll see how much time Carey gets. It was a similar struggle last year. Not a ton of minutes. When things got rough, he ended up on the bench a lot of the time. It's tough to get the minutes here. Boeheim said they're keeping it short again, even with all the guys out there. He's a fantastic prospect, though. You hope he figures it out and that he's able to get involved here. So that's Mike Waters. He wrote a little bit about that. You can check that out on Syracuse.com, and we'll see you back here on Saturday.